What's up everyone, it's Ken here from Ken Lindsay Videos, and in today's video we are going to do a blast to the past and do an unboxing video, which I haven't done in I think nearly 3 or 4 years. So I've got this here, which let me just zoom out here, you can see it. A Vax 1 power cordless Vax Glide. The lighting's really shit. Right, so anyway, as I was saying, it is a Vax cordless here. So it ain't mine, it's a friend's. She gave it me to do a little unboxing on. So let's begin. We're gonna lay it down on its side so that you can see exactly what is going on. Right, so we'll have a look at this. So it's a bit of packaging. We'll take out the polystyrene. Now my friend has said she unboxed this already, but she said she repackaged it, so what's the first thing to come out? The battery charger, which is looking quite nice. Look, I've never seen this type before. Here's the plug. Here is the charger adapter, so you press the button, I think. Now, and I don't know how this machine works, so we'll have a look at that when it comes to it. So that's the charger. Next is, come out of the box, is the rinse and storage tray. As you can see here, it says rinse and storage tray with instructions on, which we can have a closer look at soon. So that's the rinse and storage tray. Next, out of the box is the handle with instructions, which we will have a look at closer later. Anything else, or is that the back, or is it time to pull the hoover out now? Yep, time to pull this out, and because it's pretty tight in there, I'm going to cut to when it's out of the box. Be right back. Right then everyone, I am back. I've just managed to get it out now. That was a lot of hard work, but while I was doing that, I found this. It came out of the box, a brush roll, which is quite good. So I'll put the packaging back in the box for now, and I'll be right back. Right everyone, now that everything's out of the box, I'll just adjust the camera, and I guess we'll begin by unwrapping the things that are wrapped. So we'll take this out of its packaging, being careful obviously not to damage anything, because I've got to put it back in its box afterwards. So here's the handle, quite a nice comfortable handle there. Here's the end of it. You got a, let me bring the camera closer. So you got your buttons here. Yeah, here. You have a on button and a mode button. So that's the wand. Oh, I don't want to damage it. In fact, let's have a look at this little leaflet card here. And it's a quick start guide, look, which we can have a flick through after we have unboxed the vacuum cleaner fully. So I'll put it out on the floor, move this out of the way, and we will begin now having a look at the hoover itself. So I think it comes out this way, yeah. And I think it might have been used once or twice and then put back in the box. So not too bad. Right, so the vacuum's now out of its box. We just need to get this polystyrene out. There's like this tank, which looks quite good. So let's move everything out of the way and have a look at the vacuum cleaner. So the lighting's really dark. So here she is. It is a Vax 1 Power cordless glide. You press this button. There's a button here which you press to take out this, and this is how I can tell it's had minor use. There's a bit of charcoal on that. So still smells quite new though. I don't know how it comes out of the thing itself. Or does it just pull out? Yeah, it does. So here's the bin, like where your dirty water goes. It has a maximum fill line there, look. And the warning now says, max fill, please note the motor suction stem will change when the tank is full and needs emptying. So essentially, when the things fill to that length, the motor will cut out, which is quite good. So here's the float valve. So as it fills up, this here will float and then block the suction, look, from coming out. There's also like a mesh screen here to like block any hairs and stuff from getting in. So we'll put that back together like so. Put the filter back in and reattach it to the vacuum cleaner like so. Like so it says. There. So that's the top. Let's now have a look at the cleaner head. So I'm gonna have to do this quite awkwardly. Here we go, here she is. We ain't got the brush bar in yet, but it's see-through, and by the looks of it there's a button here. So here look, there's a button. So I don't know what this does. Oh, it pops that open, look. So you can easily clean the thing. That's quite good. But what we need to try and do is attach the brush roll. Now I'm gonna have to try and do this with the camera on an angle so you can see it. So this end here, that looks sort of like a posi screwdriver. I'm gonna say we'll go into there. Now then, I don't know where that goes. I think it goes like that. I think. I mean, it fits. Obviously, before I turn it on, because I don't want to have anything wrong when I turn it on, you know, because that could damage the vacuum. And obviously, with it not being directly mine, that would be quite a bad thing to do, accidentally damage the vacuum cleaner. So we've got that back in, but before I turn it on, what we need to do is install this tank here, which also has got a little rubber thing here. So what we need to do is, see this end? It goes into here like this, I think. So he says. The trouble is, I don't know what the instructions are. The final bit of assembly that we have to do is install the handle into this hole here, like so, I think. I don't want to do anything wrong and break here. So that definitely goes in there. Just so I don't break anything, I'm going to cut right back to when the handle is in, because I need to check the instructions. Be right back. Right then everyone, I have now installed the handle. I was putting it in the wrong way, so I'm hoping I ain't damaged anything. But now that the handle's in, now see this here, you open this to get access to the battery, but I don't know how to disconnect the battery from this, so I'm gonna have to check the instructions. So like that, it just pulled out of here, so it's in. You press this button, see these here, these buttons, where you press it and then that goes in. So then hopefully it don't turn on, because otherwise I'm gonna jump. In fact, how does the battery go in? It's the question. Which I'm going to check with the instructions. So again, I'll be right back once I've checked the instructions. Right then everyone, so now the Hoover is attached and working, because I've just checked it turns on. So I want to check that I've put the brush roll in correctly, just to make sure, because as I said, I don't really want to get blamed for damaging this by accident. In fact, let me have a check of the box instructions, because it would appear to not have came with instructions. But I think it works. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to clean up around me, and I'll be right back. Right then everyone, so I've got the Vax cordless here. We're just going to switch it on and have a look. See how it performs. So that performs quite well actually, and as we can see, upon popping this lid down, look, it has picked up a little bit of dirt. So yeah, and look, it's caught some in the shroud, which is quite good. Now then, it does say they can clean up liquids. So I'm gonna check with Mum maybe, and actually no, we won't do that. But I've checked the Hoover. She has performed quite well. In fact, let's try her on the high power mode and see how she is. So she's a bit louder. So yeah, and she is doing quite good, as you can tell by the fact of the filter. She is actually quite well, look, you're going to see there's dirt there, which means she's doing a good job. Now then, I'm gonna check with the box that it is safe to just suck up liquids. So once I've checked that, I'll be right back. Right then everyone, so I've been basically granted permission. So what we're going to do is, got a bit of milk here, and we're just going to drop a bit of milk on the floor and see how well it performs. I've seen it, it's fine. as we can see, she has picked up the water effortlessly. The filter's still dry, so she's leaking a bit though. But as we can see, she has picked up that liquid, which is pretty good. I'm not sure why she's leaking though. And the filter's still dry, so is where she sucks, so we know she's good at liquids. So we'll put it here and we'll see if we can get the floor dry with her now. So, because at the moment the floor's still quite wet. And as we can, let's now check the filter, make sure it's still dry, which it is, which is good. The underneath is still dry. Yep, still dry. And the liquid's in there. So I think that's quite good. But let's test with a bit of other liquid that I've got. Let's just see what liquids we have in my room to test her with, and then we'll see how well she does after. In fact, I've got a bit of water here. Look, so if I put it all, just like, oh no, a bit of water's been spilled. Let's see how well she does now. I suppose she does die on there. The floor is still wet. And that is the liquid picked up. The floor's still wet, but there ain't a puddle of liquid on the floor anymore. And I've just gone and dropped it, for God's sake. No, that wasn't intentional. I promise. It actually wasn't though. I was gonna show you how well it had done until that happened. So let's, okay, so pick up that. Right, now I'll show you how well she's done. Yep, she's picked up quite a bit of liquid. For some reason she's still dripping. Don't know why, but she's done quite well there, ain't she? Let's be real. I think that's quite a good performance there from the little Vax. Let's check the filter. Still bone dry, which is really good, because I've always been a bit sceptical about these. Well, you can see that she's done a really good job, which is good to see. So we've now seen how well she does with liquids and stuff. So I'm gonna do one last test on a bit of this. Like, oh no, a bit of liquid's gone everywhere. Let's see how well she does with this then, and then we'll wrap up the video. So that is it for today's video. She has done a really good job, other than the floor now being very slippery. So I might need to dry the floor. Well, I will need to dry the floor, because otherwise I'm going to go flying. But I'm going to end the video now. So if you did enjoy today's video, thank you for watching, and I will see you all later. Bye for now.